boy. There we go. Beep, 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 beep. Oh, I can't jump. Whee! Alrighty. Huh. Excuse me. Oh. Boom. Bum 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 bum. Boop 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 boop. And bam, that's what I'm talking about, baby. Boom, boom, boom. Bum bum ba oh, I don't want that. Oh, no. There we go. Woo, I need a relaxing stream after that. Hey, I didn't ask for you. Boom, boom, boom. That's not what I wanted. Well, I bet $10 I can actually go one up. Yep, there we go. Oh, I was like, damn, that looks weird. Do 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 do. Let's see. Yep, we'll get rid of that. Damn. Oh, hey, nope. Jesus. I realized I went this far out already. Put one right there, because that's how we roll. Oh, hey, I got 2 people watching. I take that back. I think one of them is me. I got 1 person watching. Yeah. Yo, what's going on, Shannon? What's up, man? Thank you for being the one guy stopping by watching the stream. You know, at this point, I really don't care if anybody watches. It's just, I need a relaxing stream, man. I really do. After that game gave me a heart attack. I ain't gonna lie. I was about to cry for a minute. Of course, you know my boy Patrick Mahomes got hurt, so he was out for damn near the rest of the second half, and whoo, Chad Henney's a fucking idiot, but boy, he saved our ass tonight. I will say that. Of course, he about cost the game for us too, throwing that stupid interception. But I'm doing good too, man. I hope you're enjoying this Sunday evening. Working on our football stadium. I know most people are gonna be like, "That's not a realistic stadium." I'll be like, I know. But you know, for the first time of ever building anything this freakishly huge, I'll take it. I don't think it's too bad. It's not, I mean, obviously it's not the greatest, but it's not the worst. Whoop. And put some here. Yo, what's going on, Welder? Welcome to the stream, man. Hope you're having a great Sunday. I'm trying to slow. Oh, son bitch! I am trying to slow my heart rate back down after that game. Not even gonna lie. Not even going to lie. I'm struggling. I am very struggling. Get out of my way, seriously. Clear all this shit out of the way. Me down. I got so much work to do. Been working. What are you working on, Welder? Oh, not too bad. My daughter just went home a little bit ago. I've had her this weekend, so been spending quality time with that stinky butt. That little girl's my world. Alright, so you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright. Dang, I got so much freaking dirt to remove. Holy moly. This is gonna suck. I'm gonna stop right there. I'm not exactly sure if that's how much further it'll be going or what. But alright, well, so here's the first thing we need to do. I don't know why I did that. This is going to kind of help set up where I need to be on this side. I'm working on my room and oh, that's pretty going. I'm gonna get you a nice. I need a. That's the problem right now is my computer's actually in my bedroom, and you know I need to do something good. I need an actual room, but it's so hard because the internet runs through my bedroom, so it's kind of hard to really put it anywhere else. Alright. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, 6. Okay. Alright, so that's where this back wall will be. So, go ahead. Woo boy. That is a lot of clean. That is a lot of freaking ground to move. Okay, so I did go just a little too far. Okay, well, I guess I really did I? No, I was perfect. Oh my god, I'm good. Yeah, I still got to move all this freaking land, but I'm good. Yeah, that got to suck. And hey, I seen on my side of the stream still. Oh, is it? Oh, yeah, you know what? I think you're right. Hold on. Hopefully that fixed it. Hey, I forgot all about that. I figured out a couple streams ago how to do it. See if that fixed it. No, that did not fix it. Okay, hold on. Of course, I may have it on the wrong one. There we go. Yep, my bad, buddy. You're right. I had it wrong on the... I had it set up on the wrong one. Let's see if that fixed it. You have to excuse me. I'm still trying to get over the freaking game, man. Like that gave me a severe heart attack. With Patrick Mahomes going out, whoo, yeah, it scared the doo-doo out of me. I ain't gonna lie, man. I guarantee that. I guarantee. Yep, there it goes. All right. Yeah, that's my apologies. Like I said, I'm still getting over that game. I guarantee. And you know, so many people ask me why, you know, like I'm one of those fans. It's because for so many years, and you know what, and the fact that we won, and I know it pisses Phoenix off, is even 10 times better. Because I've heard from so many years, especially from these fucking dumbasses, that, oh, the Chiefs suck, Chiefs suck, Chiefs suck, Chiefs ain't gonna amount to shit, Chiefs are gonna choke, Chiefs are gonna choke, Chiefs are gonna... And that's all I've heard since I've been in this group. That's literally all I've heard. So the fact that we're winning, you're damn fucking right. I am going to rub it straight back into every single motherfucker's face. You know, they're pissed off. Well, when was the last time you guys won a Super Bowl? 50 years ago? Yeah, it took us a while. I ain't gonna lie. But you know, if y'all didn't run your damn mouth, I wouldn't have to be that fan. Because you can ask the guys at work, the ones that don't run their mouth, I don't hardly say shit to them. But when I've heard it nonstop, especially from these guys, of how the Chiefs are choke artists and they're no good and they suck, you're damn right I am going to rub it in everybody's face. It's all I've heard for years. Chiefs ain't going to do nothing. Plus, I'm just a diehard Chiefs fan. I mean, I was born and raised a Chiefs fan. I worked at the... You know, I did security for the Chiefs for a little bit. My grandmother, on my dad's side, what is it? She did something for them. I can't remember exactly what it was, but she did something for them in the Royals. So, you know, when... You know, and that's the thing. Like, I'm a diehard Kansas City Royals fan. And see, and that's the thing. Like, that's what people don't understand. Another reason why I get so cocky. If you've had to endure all the losing seasons, like true fans like me did with the Royals and the Chiefs, you know, I've been a Royals fan for years. Yo, what's up, CW? And that's dealing with all the years of having 100 plus lost seasons. Years and years in a row. All the way back from the 90s. You know, we were that horrible. And I endured years of it and years of it. So yeah, when the Royals went to the World Series in 2014, oh my God, was I ecstatic. And then, you know, we went back the next year. Everybody's like, oh, that's a fluke. The Royals can't do it. They're just a joke. And then we went back. And seeing another reason is for some reason, and I've still yet to, can't understand this reason why we're considered a small market team, when Kansas City's actually been voted the #1 sports city in America twice now. We are very, very supportive of our teams. Very supportive of our teams. And again, for reasons like that, shows you all the years that the Royals had lost 100 plus games, consecutive years, and we were still selling out games. We were still putting asses in those seats. While you had the Yankees and the Red Sox and Tampa Bay and the Cardinals and all of them who were winning World Series, who were winning games, not have consecutive sold out games like we did. You know, the Chiefs. I've been a Chiefs fan since Marty Schottenheimer days. If you knew what the pain we went through during those days, you know, going, making it to the playoffs damn near every year, but then turn around and losing it right off the bat. And then we went all the years where we were horrible. I mean, you think about it, the year before Andy Reid took over and Alex Smith, and people can say what they want, I've always been a huge Alex Smith fan. I've been a huge Alex Smith fan since his days at Utah. So long before he ever went to the NFL, and I hate people because they're like, oh, you're a bandwagon Smith fan. No. I was a Smith fan back in his days in Utah, so I don't want to hear that crap. And I've always been a huge Smith fan. But before we got him, the year before we got Andy Reid and Alex Smith, we went 2-14. 2-14. We have not had a losing season since Andy Reid's been in. And even then, we still would make it to the playoffs, and we would embarrass ourselves in the playoffs. It was like Marty Schottenheimer all over again. So yes, being a Chiefs fan, I've endured that embarrassing pain for years and years and years, and the Royals for years and years and years. So yeah, when we start winning, you're damn fucking skippy I'm going to be one of them pricks. Because being a fan of those kind of franchises and being that diehard, we deserve the ability to do that. We deserve that ability to have that fun. Because I've heard it from New England fans, I've heard it from Ravens fans, I've heard it from Oakland fans. Oh, well, we've won a Super Bowl 14 years ago. You guys live in the past. Okay. Well, guess what? Until this Super Bowl's over, we are the current champs. You're damn fucking right. I hear that all the time. Oh, we're the champs till the Super Bowl. All right. Well, I'm sorry. When was the last time y'all's team won a championship? I don't even care if it was last year, because you know why? Or the year before last year. Because as of right now, we still are the champs. Now, I'm not saying we're going to win the Super Bowl this year. I ain't going to lie. Buffalo's looking damn good. Josh Allen is a damn good quarterback. I like Josh Allen. I'm a huge Josh Allen fan. Huge Josh Allen fan. The kid is good. The kid has got a lot of potential. And I mean a lot of potential. Now, do I think he's as good as Patrick Mahomes? No. And it's nothing against him. The reason Patrick is so good is because he's so fucking unpredictable. Just when you think you got Patrick Mahomes understood, he'll do something to prove you wrong. Now, Josh Allen he's another one. He's got raw talent. And I mean raw talent. The kid is fucking good. And I'm not going to lie. I think it's going to be the next few years, it's going to be a battle between Josh Allen and Patrick Mahomes. Their team's going to the Super Bowl. It really is. And it's going to make it exciting. Bills have always been tough against us. Now, granted, we've won the majority of our games against the Bills. In fact, we beat them earlier this season. Which, for some reason, I don't know where people are getting their stats, but yes, Kansas City beat Buffalo this season. I've heard that all the time. Chiefs lost 2 games against the Buffalo and the Raiders. No. We technically really only lost 1 game this season. We lost against the Raiders. I wouldn't really count the last game of the season a loss because we played our 3rd and 4th string players against Los Angeles' starters. I mean, if you want to count a loss, hey, that's cool. It is what it is, but you know. But yeah, we have beaten Josh Allen and the Bills already this season. But it kills me because so many people are like, oh, the Bills have already beaten the Chiefs. Chiefs can't handle them. Yeah, we can. We've done it before. At Buffalo. In the rain. That's what people forget. We beat them at Buffalo. We were undefeated on the road, actually. And then I've heard people say, oh, the Chiefs had an easy schedule. No. We've actually beaten 7 teams that had winning records. 5 of those 7 teams were in the playoffs. So I don't know where you guys are getting this easy from. But we've had far from easy. Ooh. Sorry, guys. Once I get talking about, I'm a huge sports fanatic. I really am, and I've had endured pricks like Phoenix and Kella and all them for years about how the Chiefs are horrible. Chiefs are choke masters, this and that. And like I said, yeah, we've endured many years of pain. Many years of pain. Do 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 do. Oh, it really is. And I mean, and that's the thing, like, people want to know why I'm so hard on my Chiefs. Like, I'll sit there, I'll tell you, our offensive line is fucking horrible. Our offensive line is fucking horrible. Our D-line is horrible. Our D-line has been horrible for years. Oh, that's why it keeps. I didn't see that. And, you know, people are like, oh, you're not a real, fan if you say shit like that. No, in fact, that's the complete opposite. I'm a very competitive guy. I've always have been. I played sports my entire fucking life. I grew up on competitiveness. And that's why I act the way I do. I'm realistic about shit. I'm not going to sit here and say, oh, the Chiefs are going to go undefeated, or we're automatically guaranteed to win the Super Bowl. No, we're not. We have a lot of factors going against us on winning. Last year our defense was horrible. Now, I'll give our defense credit. They stepped up when it needed to be stepped up. And they did a damn good job. And you can ask Tyler, because I've had so many people during that Super Bowl, when the Chiefs were down by, 12 points or whatever, that was like, oh, I bet you were nervous. I bet you were scared. In fact, you can ask Tyler, Redliner, because he was in here. I was probably the calmest motherfucker in the whole world at that point. Because I knew better. I knew exactly what Patrick was capable of doing. I knew what Travis Kelce was capable of doing. I knew what Tyreek was capable of doing. I knew what that offense could do. And I seen our defense finally starting to click into that second half. And people will still argue to this day. That's like, oh, you were freaking out, blah, blah. You were... No, I wasn't. At all. You can ask Tyler. Tyler was in here the whole time during that Super Bowl with me. Not one time did I give up on the Chiefs like everybody else. And see, that's what pisses me off. The Chiefs have so many fucking bandwagon fans because of Patrick Mahomes and there. And it's not just the Chiefs. All teams do that. As soon as they win a Super Bowl, all these people are like, oh, I'm a Eagles fan, or oh, I'm a Patriots fan, until they lose. If I had $1 for every time I watch, like, I know for 10 people, in fact, they've changed every time a team's won a Super Bowl. They've been Patriots fans. They've been Seahawks fans. They've been Indianapolis Colts fans. They've been Pittsburgh fans. They've been Philadelphia fans. Now they're Chiefs fans. They've been Giants fans. I hate bandwagoners. And bandwagoner fans are the ones like, oh, you're not real Chiefs fans if you say that this person sucks. No, actually, I'm the opposite. I'm realistic. I know what to expect. I'm a competitive person. Always have been. My biggest thing is I absolutely fucking hate losing. Now, when I lose and stuff, am I a sore loser? No. But I am competitive. I'll accept defeat and I'll accept fair square. For instance, when Chiefs, the first 3 years ago, which I'm going to pull a brand interesting fact. Did you know there's only been 2 teams that's ever hosted a conference championship game at their own stadium 3 years in a row? Chiefs are the second team to do it, which was coached by the one and only great Andy Reid. Do y'all know which the first team was? What was the first team to ever host 3 consecutive conference championship games, and who the coach was of those championship games? Or who the coach of those teams were? Well, I give you credit for Welder being on. Oh, didn't mean to do that. The first team to do it was the Philadelphia Eagles, also coached by one and only Mr. Andy Reid, Mr. Coach Reid. But yeah, no, it's, you know, like I said, I'm a very competitive person. I've always have been my entire life. Everything I've ever done, I've been very competitive. Sometimes that can be a bad thing, and sometimes it's a good thing. I hate losing. Now, yes, obviously the sports I've played in, I've lost games, and I take it as it is. You know, we lost fair and square. You know, people say what they want about cheating and this and that. When it comes down to it, as a athlete, you have one job, and your job is to do your job. If you can't do it right, you got no one to blame but yourself. And you know, for instance, when the Chiefs went to the AFC Championship games 3 years ago against the Patriots, we lost in overtime. Now, yes, here's the deal. Most likely, if Patrick Mahomes would have gotten the ball first, we would have won that game. That's all there is to it. But here's what it boils down to. Yes, was there a bad call at the end of the game that determined us going to overtime? Yes. There was a bad call. I'm not going to beat around the bushes. D Ford, yes, he was technically offsides, but he was drawn offsides by an offensive player who was also set up wrong, which technically they should have offset each other and replayed the play over. But it is what it is. You know, when it's all said and done, that wasn't the whole reason we lost the game. Did it help us being a bad point? Yeah, it did. But you know, it is what it is. There was bad calls on both sides of the ball. You know, we had calls that went our way. They had calls that went their way. We just happened to have one that sucked and ultimately forced the game into a longer possession. Now, here's where it pisses me off, because everyone's like, "Oh, they cheated." No, the Patriots didn't cheat. As much as I hate Tom Brady, as much as I hate the Patriots, they did not cheat. Yes, that should have been an offsetting penalties on both sides and been done with. But we went into overtime. Our defense had one job and one job only. That job was to stop Tom Brady and the Patriots from scoring. We couldn't do that. They won. Now, a real fan like me is going to realize that and is going to accept it for what it was. And I told, Cat's Pajamas is a Patriots fan. I even told him, hey, you guys won fair and square. You won fair and square. We lost fair and square. Our defense had one job, and that job was to stop the offense. They couldn't do it. And and the reason why it pisses me off is because all these Chiefs fans are like, oh, they cheated. No. Because here's the deal. Had the Chiefs won the coin toss and got the ball first, I promise you, Patrick Mahomes would have went down and scored a touchdown. That's all there is to it. You can say, no, he wouldn't have. Yes, he would have. Especially, you guys should realize by now how dangerous that kid is. We would have went down and we'd scored and we would have won that game. Now, had we done that, not a single person would have made a comment about Patriots cheating or bad calls or this like that. They would accept the fact that we won the game. You can't do that. If you're a real competitor, you cannot make excuses. Now, like I said, did that play with D Ford hurt us? Oh, it did. Now, was it fair that it was just called on us? No. But at the same time, even though he was lined up wrong because of what they were lined up wrong, it still doesn't point the fact that he screwed up. It is what it is. I still don't think he deserved to have been released from the team over that whole deal. We've had players make 10 times worse decisions than that, but it is what it is. And, but that's the thing. Our defense had one job after that point, and that job was to stop their offense, and we couldn't do it. So we had nobody to blame for that loss but ourselves. And now you won't hear very many Chiefs fans saying that, but oh, they cheated. No, they didn't cheat. We had an opportunity, we blew it. It's that plain and simple. And the thing is, Patrick Mahomes, the rest of the team realized that. So what did we do the next year? We didn't make that mistake. Now, yes, I ain't gonna lie. The whole starting off every game being down by 20 plus points is not a very good start. But not one time was I ever worried. Because, like I said, I know what kind of talent Patrick Mahomes has, and I know what kind of talent our offensive has. And it is absolutely scary the amount of talent those guys have. But, yeah. I'm sorry, I know you guys probably did not want to, talk about sports this entire time. I apologize, I really do. I just get so pumped up. I really do, I get so pumped up. Bing, bing. But this season still ain't over. We got to pray like hell that Patrick Mahomes is okay. He seemed to look okay running off the field. I'm not gonna lie, when he first stood up after that hit, he couldn't stand. He couldn't do nothing. I was worried. I ain't gonna lie. Not even going to lie. Hey, I didn't ask you to do that. But they showed him running off the field into the locker room, and he seemed to be a lot more aware of his surroundings and stuff like that. Well, see, I mean, that's the thing, Welder. Like, something like that should never keep you from enjoying the sport or watching the game. Like I said, I get crap all the time, and especially from these dum-dums. They're like, oh, you know what fan talks shit on their team? A real fan's going to. I to this day, I still walk around like Coach Reed. I will carry something in front of my face. I will carry a playbook and pace up and down in front of my fucking TV. And I'm so competitive. I see the plays that should have been ran. I see mistakes, and I know a lot of people are like, well, JT, it's easy for you to say that coming from a couch. Well, here's the deal. I've played the sport before. That's the thing. I've played the sport before. I played as a starter. Now, am I good enough to be in the NFL? Fuck no. Not even close to being that good. But playing the sport and playing the position and stuff like that, and I know the field of vision, now granted, yeah, it's, again, I know people are going to be like, well, it's still different. Yeah, it is, because I'm not going to lie, I went from, high school kids and college kids to, the NFL is a whole nother situation, and that's what kills me when you see these young rookies like, oh, I don't see much difference between this and college. Oh, trust me, there's a huge difference. That old boy, when you played for Texas Tech and, you played against Joe Blow 4 years in a row while he played for, TCU, you'd be like, oh, I played against that guy. I know what he's like. Well, yeah, you did for those 4 years, but now you're in the league with the big dogs. You have better coaches, stricter workouts, strengthening and conditioning is out of this world in the NFL. I do know that because I do know some players that have played in the NFL. In fact, a buddy of mine played running back in the NFL for a few years. And stuff like that. So I do know their workout regime is so much more strict than what it is. And believe it or not, that actually makes a huge, huge fucking difference in your performance. But, like I said, playing those positions and being in, games like that, I can't sit there and confirmly say, hey, why are you making these kind of throws or stuff like that? Like, like, for instance, Chad Haney, he's number 14. Or not number 14, number 4, not 15. And you know, he made a play that built some confidence, which is good. You want that. But the thing is also as a player, you need to understand your comfort zone to an extent. Now, yes, you know, to be a better player, you always want to kind of get out of that comfort zone. But when you're in a key game like that, and you know deep throws are not your thing, you know, you're not the most accurate deep thrower in the NFL, and a game like that's on the line, to where, you know, if you win, you go on. If you lose, you go home. I mean, that's the prize. That's what you're playing for. And, you know, he threw a deep ball. And I don't know where he was even throwing to, because there wasn't a player within 7 yards of his ball. And it got intercepted. I mean, easy. One of the easiest interceptions I think I've ever seen. And everybody was throwing a fit because Tyreek Hill and Travis Kelce was pissed. Well, yeah, you know, when those are your two best players as a backup quarterback against, you know, when you behind a great player like Patrick Mahomes, you're going to have a lot of pressure on you. That's all there is to it. Now, with that being said, don't try to be Patrick Mahomes, all right? The situation was, it was first down and 25 because we had a couple penalties that set us back. So here's the deal. First down, 25. You got 4 plays to work with. 25 yards is a little ways away. But with 4 downs to work with, it's not that bad. You could throw, you know, knock away a couple chunks here and there and get away with it. Why all of a sudden he thought he was Patrick Mahomes and just launched that ball down the field is beyond me. Because you could see the coverage that was going on. And the worst part is he had 2 receivers that were wide open that was 12 yards away from him. Now, yeah, that's not a first down right off the bat. But 12 yards, just say, for example, he doesn't go nowhere. You know, he just catches the ball and he's done at that 12 yards. All right, well, now you went from a first and 25 down to a second and 13. Now, yes, that's still a little ways away, but it's a lot better than second and 25. But instead, he wanted to throw the ball into the end zone with no one around, and it got intercepted. Now, if our defense hadn't stepped up when they did, I'd be talking about a different situation. I'd talk about how we lost. But yes, that's why I am one of those annoying guys. I'm very strict when I watch the game. I'm very hard to watch a game with. I'm not going to lie. I've told people before, they're like, oh, I want to watch the game with you. No, you don't. No, you don't. I promise you do not want to watch a game with me. Because I will turn into an asshole. And I mean, to this day, I have people tell me all the time, it's like, man, you should be a head coach. Like, you have that head coach vibe with you. And I ain't gonna lie, I'd love to be a head coach. I doubt I'll ever be a head coach of anywhere. But I ain't gonna lie, like, if a high school came up and said, hey, we want you to coach, I'd be like, sure. Of course, I'd probably get in trouble because, you know, the coach I had when I played was very old school. You know, you see these coaches nowadays, they poke one finger into a player and they're getting fired and arrested for abuse and this and that. My coach, you were lucky if your head didn't get knocked off into the next town if you did a wrong play. I remember one time I called him audible and it wasn't the play that he wanted. Now, thankfully, it worked out in my favor because I'm not going to lie. Technically, the play I called was a bad play and it shouldn't have worked out. But we were playing in the rain, thank God. He just so happened the player slipped and fell when he did. So I got very lucky, and it did work out in my favor. But I'm pretty sure my coach gave me like a concussion, a severe concussion, as hard as he hit me. Now, mind you, it worked out. Like it was a touchdown scoring drive or play. But that wasn't the point. That wasn't the point at all. The point was I disobeyed my coach. So I was raised I was coached very old school. But anyways, enough about me, guys. How's y'all's day going? Y'all got anything special lined up? You guys do anything tomorrow? Tomorrow's for y'all that don't know, is Martin Luther King Day. Which, you know, is a great day for a couple reasons. One, I don't have to work. It's a national holiday. We get off. I know a lot of people are like, that's so selfish. That's not one reason you like the holiday. No. For those of y'all that, especially with everything that's going on in this world today, I don't care what your political view is, what your background is and stuff like that. If you do not have respect for the stuff that Martin Luther King has done for this country, then I don't want you around me. Like, Martin Luther King should be considered a god, and that's what I think pisses me off so much with everything going on nowadays. You see the riots, you see this and that, and everyone's like, well, JT, there was riots back then. Yeah, there was, but I'm telling you right now, Martin Luther King had nothing to do with that. In fact, Martin Luther King was against the riots. He was all about the peaceful protest. And see, that's what people don't understand nowadays. And I know I'm going into politics and all that bullshit. Here's what people don't understand about the whole thing. People wasn't upset that the blacks and Black Lives Matter, stuff like that, wanted to march for a reason. That wasn't the issue. The issue they had was when they started burning down buildings and started terrorizing towns and started destroying people of their own color, their businesses that they've worked so hard for to build up, and within one night they've lost everything. Because that's not how Martin Luther King did it. Everyone's like, we need to voice our... Okay, well, that's fine. You can do that. Here's the thing. You can absolutely do that without destroying everything. And people are like, no, you can't. Really? Because Martin Luther King did. And I'm telling you right now, what the blacks had to go through back in them day, 10 million times worse than what they've ever had to deal with nowadays. And I don't care about the, cops' justice against blacks. No. You realize back in them day, cops got away with just killing blacks just for looking at them. They didn't really have to answer to nothing. If a cop come up and say, hey, I shot and killed a black man, they'd be like, why? They literally make up a lie. They're like, oh, he pointed a gun at me. Oh, okay, good enough. And and Martin Luther King fought for the rights of blacks. And he was always against violence. He was always against destruction of property and stuff like that. He did not want any of that. And the difference he made doing that, was a huge step for humanity. And I think that's what pisses so many people off, because all these people are like, oh, we can't get our point across without destroying stuff. Yes, you can. You very much can. Here's the thing. Almost 99.8% of America agreed that George Floyd shouldn't have died. Now, am I going to stand up for him? No. The dude was a piece of fucking shit. The guy was a fucking piece of shit. All there was to it. There's no hiding around. The dude was a piece of shit. Now, I understand what he did with the pregnant woman, this and that, and everyone's like, oh, so you're saying... No. Here's the thing. If he did what he did, he was going to go back to prison. That's all there is to it. He would have gone back to prison. And, of course, I understand the justice system is screwed up nowadays. He probably wouldn't have got much. But that's what pissed everybody off, wasn't so much just the fact that he was killed, but how long it took. Now, the whole situation was handled wrong. But, the problem was you got Black Lives Matter that came in. And they were screaming injustice, this and that, and saying, oh, he didn't deserve it. Here's the deal. Deep down, unless you are like a pedophile, and I'm sorry, if you're a pedophile, I think a bullet between your eyes and... Actually, you know what? No. Bullet between the eyes is too nice. If you're a pedophile or harmed kids in any way, shape, or form, I think you should be slowly, and I mean like a ½ inch per hour dropped into a tank of acid. Even then, that still might be pretty nice. I don't know if there's really a way to satisfyingly justify killing somebody like that. But, you know, other than that, I don't think a person, unless, like, they killed somebody, and I'm sorry, I am a firm believer, you get what you deserve. If you kill somebody, you deserve to be killed. That's all there is to it. But, you know, yes, the guy was a violent man. You know, he did fucked up things. Yes, he was on drugs. I completely understand that. You're talking to somebody who lives in a town that is known for drugs. I mean, we've made lists for being known for drugs. So yes, I know what people are like on drugs. I don't want to fucking hear a damn word out. It's like, you don't know what it's like. I do. I deal with it on a daily basis, damn near. But the guy was on drugs. At the time of his arrest, he was not doing anything violent. Now, yes, was he violent in the past? Yes. Do I think maybe the cops should have, you know, knocked him around a time or two? I think that'd been alright. But did he deserve to die? No. No. And if you say he does, you're a poor excuse of a human. Now, I know what they're coming back with, that the drugs are what killed him, this and that. And yes, the drugs have a lot to do with his death. It wasn't all just the cops. But, you know, it's still the situation. Now, with that being said, Black Lives Matter could have handled the situation in a lot better than what they did. You know, when you first start off, you know, you're trying to get a point across. The first thing you do is not start a riot and burn down the city and go after the police station. Because all you're doing now is you're acting like a big-ass crybaby. And the people that did have your back no longer look at you and want to be like, I want to support them. You know, now you just lost respect. And that was the thing. Like, people, there was congressmen, there were senators, there was people in the political area. They were like, you know what? We're going to listen to you. We want to help you. We want to make things right. Now, let's face the fact. The justice system is one of the worst in the world. And not just towards black people. I see daily, like, the town I live in, I watch people steal cars, get released from jail, the same day they get released from jail, and mind you, they're only in jail long enough for court, so maybe 3 days, go to jail, get released, then turn around, steal a vehicle. In fact, this has happened twice in this city. One person stole a vehicle as soon as he got out, went and wrecked it, and the guy that he crashed into is now paralyzed from the neck down for the rest of his life. All because our judges could not do their job. The second guy, and mind you, the same judge released these two people, and I can't stand this judge anyways. I'm not going to say who it was. For one, most of y'all have absolutely no idea who this person is. But for my work reasons, I'm not going to release the information. The same judge released a person after stealing multiple vehicles. This wasn't the first time. It's the thing. These people, this is not their first time breaking the law. They get released from jail, stole a vehicle. Later that day, ran a stop sign in that stolen vehicle. Crashed into a man who's now dead. That's right. He killed this guy because he ran a stop sign. And this poor dude had a family at home, had a daughter. You know, a mother, a father, brothers and sisters, friends. Now, as far as, like, you know, partner, I don't know if he had a girlfriend or wife or anything like that. I don't know that part. But because of that judge's piss poor decision, twice, a single person and their family are affected for the rest of life. Like I said, one guy is now paralyzed from the neck down for the rest of his life. Will never get to live a normal life ever again because of her judgment. There is now a little girl sitting at home crying every night because she will never get to see daddy again, ever. because of this judge's decision. The worst part, we have a prosecuting attorney who will throw your ass in prison for having a little bit of weed. A tiny bit of weed for like 30, 40 years. But yet you could be high on methamphetamine and heroin and cocaine, kill somebody, and get like a year and a half in jail maybe, if that. If not probation. They've given people probation for basically murder in this town. But you get busted with weed, oh lordy. Whew. You going to prison for a while. Or a speeding ticket, oh lord. And that's what's wrong. Now, me personally, I've never smoked weed once, ever in my life. I never have. I know it's hard for people to believe that. It's just never been my thing. I've never wanted to smoke it. Now, with that being said, I don't have nothing against people that do smoke it. In fact, I'm all for legalizing it. You know, I really am. You know, for those of you that don't know, I have Indian blood in me. Indians are very well known for smoking weed. Now, of course, they don't call it weed. It's called the peace pipe. For those of you that did not know, yes, if anytime you hear an Indian talk about peace pipe, they smoking weed. But you know, you're talking about a plant that's been on this earth for millions of years. Like I said, my ancestors, the people of my tribe, still smoke it to this day. Most of your police, judges, and political people smoke it nonstop. And it's okay for them to do it, but they don't want nobody else doing it. Now, here's the thing. They've done study after study after study. And they showed marijuana is not a harmful drug. You know, it's not like you're going to OD on it and die and this and that. Now, yes, I agree. It should be like alcohol. You shouldn't be driving while under the influence of weed because it will fuck with you. But, you know, so many people do it. And Colorado is smart. Colorado legalized marijuana. And within the first month, they went from being in debt. And I couldn't tell you how much in debt. I know they were quite a bit in debt. But they went from being in debt to being in the green by almost $300 million just in the first fucking month. And with that money that they made within the first month, they were able to start, you know, fixing their infrastructures, their roadways, you know, their educational system. Which, God forbid, I hope Missouri does soon, because our educational system is fucking horrible. Especially in this town. But, you know, and scientists and doctors have proven many times, there is so many, especially medical benefits to marijuana, that it is completely worth passing. But for some reason, they treat it like it's a devil drug when it's not. Now, I have people ask me all the time, they said, well, JT, if they legalize it, are you going to smoke it? No, I'm still probably not going to smoke it, just because, like I said, it's not my thing. It never has been and never will be my thing. And like I said, I've never been against people who smoke it. You know, some of my best friends are big old fucking potheads. The only thing I've ever asked for them my entire life was, hey, just don't smoke it around me. That's all I asked for. And, you know, usually they're respectful, and they don't. And I appreciate that. You know, especially, you know, like with the job I have, I can't be busted with marijuana in my system. Even if it's secondhand, I cannot be busted with it. But, yeah, it kills me. Like I said, and that's the thing. Like, so many people are like, well, all the black people are... No, if you actually look at our justice system, there's a shit ton of people sitting in prison right now that don't need to be serving the sentence they are. I mean, there's people that are serving life sentences for marijuana. Think about it. There's people whose freedom's taken away and spent, you know, wasting our taxpayers' money to keep them fed and everything for a plant that's been on this earth for millions of years. But you can go out here and kill Suzanne Sandy, who's just minding her own business, and only spend 30 years in prison. I mean, it's self-explanatory. That's fucked up. That is 100% fucked. And the worst part is these people that are repeat offenders. Like, you You know, you see people all the time, like, and especially like ours. Like, I don't know about you guys, but like our county courthouse will send out pictures, you know, of people that's been arrested, and they'll, you know, show them why they arrested. And our newspaper does the same thing. They give out arrest reports. And it is amazing how many times you will see the same names. Now, they're not like just one or two. You know, we're in a city of almost 100,000 people. Just the city alone. That ain't including the county. Just the city alone is almost 100,000 people. And it's amazing how many times you will see the same name almost every time. And they come out with these reports like, well, the one in the paper they do like every other day, but the other news stations, theirs is every other week. So I mean, they're getting arrested, release, arrested, release, arrested, release, arrested, release. And a lot of these are fucking like armed robbery, aggravated assault and battery. I mean, these are violent crimes. No, Grand Theft Auto. And they're getting released. But then you'll see one person like, and the worst part is they have bonds. And they're usually like $5,000 to $10,000 bonds. But then you'll see some guy busted with marijuana. No bond. Like, wait, you're going to let a violent offender, repeat offender, go for $5,000, which if you guys know anything about bonds, they don't have to pay, you know, that's a whole nother situation. But you'll see them get let go for nothing. It's like, now wait a minute, this dude just tried killing a man. That's okay, but this guy just smoked a plant that's been on this earth for millions of years. And he's a danger to society? Like, you know, that makes sense. But I don't know. I have no... Our whole judicial system needs to be redone. So bad. So bad. And the sad part is I don't think it ever will be. Yeah, way too many old school judges that are, you know, they don't want to change nothing. I don't know. I get to the point where I don't really talk about it because there is no point in talking about it. But, you know, this country has a real big problem with everything that's going on in this country. And I'm telling you right now, until everybody quits acting like a little baby and actually want to try to work stuff out, nothing's ever going to change. Ever. And it's a sad deal. Hey! I love how, like, right here it's rain, but it's snow right here. Boo-doo-doo-doo. Bam. Oh, you know what? We'll do that. Boo boo doo boo boo doo 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 doo. Oh yeah, it's happened many times here. You know, the famous saying in Missouri is, if you want to experience all 4 seasons in one day, just come to Missouri. There's been days where it has started out, what was it? In fact, it was last year, I believe it. Yeah, last year it was. It started out 17 degrees and snowing, and we had 2 inches of snow by like 9 o'clock in the morning. Then by 2 or 3 o'clock in the afternoon, it had gotten up to 81, and tornado sirens were going off. All in that period. Then we've also had it where it started out like, what was it? It was this year, actually. It started out as, I want to say like 71, and a severe thunderstorm warning. Like, trees were getting knocked down. To by 9 o'clock at night, it was 31 and freezing rain. Of course, I say this. I mean 2020. I keep forgetting it's 2021 now. Hasn't done much. Well, I take it back. 2021 has kind of sucked somewhat. The Tuesday before New Year's Eve, or the Tuesday before New Year's, we had an ice storm that just created a mess. And then New Year's Eve, or was it New Year's Eve or New Year's Day, we got like 3.5 to 4 inches of snow. And then we got snow Friday. Yeah. Now, see, the only thing I can promise you, because it does it every year on my birthday, is every year on April 26th, no matter where I'm at, it will storm and it will rain all day. It does it every year on my birthday. It has done it every year on my birthday since the day I was born. I don't know why. I think, me and Mother Nature do not get along at all. We hate each other's guts so bad. But, yes, it's almost guaranteed to be shitty weather on my birthday. Although, according to my mom, I think the day I was born was like extremely hot or something like that. I mean, I don't know, because, I was being born. I don't really remember that moment at all. But according to her, I was a pain in the ass. I didn't want to come out good. And it was like extremely hot. Now, I think the whole reason it was extremely hot was because I was coming out into the world, just saying. Volcanoes, where are you from, Welder, if you don't mind me? Are you from like Hawaii or something? I know Hawaii gets like a shit. I know their volcanoes are constantly like going off and stuff like that. I don't think like any major like eruptions yet. I know they have always the possibility of being huge. But I think you guys have gotten lucky. So I mean, of course, I guess if you want to be technical, any eruption is kind of major. Not trying to downplay that part of it, but isn't it Hy-Vee? I think Hy-Vee, Hawaii. Hy-Vee's a local store around here. Don't mind me. Isn't Hawaii? No, isn't one of the islands like they have volcanoes that's constantly pushing out lava like 24/7, 365 days a year? Oh, you live in Washington? Okay. Yeah. Yeah, you got that. You guys got St. Helen. That big sumbitch. Now, luckily, we don't have to deal. Well, I'd say we don't have to deal with it. We don't have any volcanoes like local to us. But there is what they call a super volcano up at Yosemite Park, National Park. And they have shown that if that motherfucker ever goes off, like where I'm located in Missouri, we disintegrated. Like we bye-bye. There's that's all there is to it. We cooked. So, I mean, I guess that's kind of scary. You know, they're always talking about it. I see on TV. Because it's a super volcano. They're expecting it to go off at some point. But they don't know when and this and that. Hopefully, you know, not in my lifetime or not in my daughter's lifetime or my grandkids' lifetime. But, you know, eventually someday it is going to happen. But that's really, as far as like volcano activity, I think we got to worry about. And like I said, I don't know how serious that is, but like it's not something we would see personally. It's just the after effect. I forgot what they say. It was gonna the blast zone alone was like outrageous, and then I think they said because the ashes and stuff would end up causing like another ice age, basically, if I remember correctly. It's been a while since I've, you know, studied up on that situation, but yeah, you guys, I know you guys got some mountains up there or some volcanoes up there that they stay a little busy. But you know, and it's funny though, and I guess it's just because we're used to tornadoes where I'm from. You know, I live in Tornado Alley, but you know, it's funny as you see like Phoenix and all those guys up in the East Coast, they get like a little tornado sign and they freak out. I mean, they absolutely freak the fuck out. And I guess to me it's just hilarious because it's not a big deal. Like here in Missouri, when the sirens go off, we go outside, like we party, like we invite friends over, like, hey man, the skies are getting dark. Come on over, bring a beer, bring some cooler. And we will stand in the rain and the storm and watch. And then, you know, like, here they are talking about, it's like, I pooped my pants because the sirens went off. And like I said, I don't know. I guess to me it's just freaking hilarious. You know, I guess, like I said, maybe it's because I'm used to it. I don't know. But yeah, and see this thing, like a lot of people's like, oh, you guys don't know weather. We literally, basically, we get it all, man. We get the extreme cold weather. We've gotten down to negative 30s here before. We've gotten all the way up to 120s before. Well, not actual temperatures, heat index, we've got up to almost 130. I think the highest, like, actual temperature we've gotten up to is like 116. But yeah, we've gotten up the heat. We may not get the hurricane itself, but we do get a lot of the aftermath rain of a hurricane. We get, you know, we get earthquakes. In fact, Missouri's sitting on one of the largest faults out there. Luckily, that fault hasn't done nothing in like over 100 years, well over 100 years. But you know, we're close to Oklahoma that gets earthquakes all the time. Kansas get earthquakes all the time. Now, me personally, like 2 or 3 times a year, everybody in this town's like, "Oh my God, I felt the earthquake! I felt the earthquake." I personally never felt the earthquake. There was one time, in fact, me and Monty, it was like early in the morning, like early morning. I want to say like it was an early Saturday morning because we were talking about the stream the night before. And me and Montavious, a.k.a. Dark Wolf, was in here talking. And like we both got silent at the same time because he felt it too. And he lives up in Des Moines, Iowa, which is like basically like almost a 2.5, 3 hour drive from where I'm at. It's not real far, but just far enough. And we both felt that earthquake. I think, if I remember right, that came from like southeastern Kansas, I think, maybe. But you know, they have Kansas and Oklahoma get hit with them all the time. And it's funny because I think people want their 10 minutes of fame. They're like, "Oh my God, I felt it, I felt it." Calm down, Martha. You didn't feel it. I promise that. You know, like there's only 3 people in the whole city that supposedly felt that. And you guys are spread out and nobody else did. I'm not buying it. like I said, I've only personally felt it once. But yeah, we get earthquakes, tornadoes. We get a bunch of. We haven't had like a major snowstorms in a long time. I remember being a kid, man. We'd get like a foot, 2 foot of snow. Shit, we went almost 5 years without plowing at work, and because we don't drop our blades unless there's 3 inches or more of snow, just because we're not filthy rich like MoDOT, who will literally plow anything. It one snowflake and they're out plowing. But yeah, we went 5 years without actually having to put plows on. Now a couple years ago we put plows on quite a bit, and then we put one on once this year and once last year. But oh, son of a bitch. But yeah, so we don't really get the blizzards like we used to. We still get them every once in a while. We get the severe storms. The humidity is a big thing here. A lot of people are like, oh, and it's funny because all up in the East Coast, like, you guys don't know heat, you don't get the humidity. Bullshit. Trust me, we get the humidity. A lot of it. Oop, I didn't want that there. Now, I will say one thing, like the East Coast gets more than us, is with the hurricane deal, is they actually get the hurricanes. So, I will give them that part. Like, we just get the rain portion of it. But, they're like, oh, you don't know the wind. Yeah, well, we do. I mean, we've had tornadoes completely destroy entire towns here. Ooh. But, yeah, I mean, like I said, it sucks living in this part. She getting dark on me. I have so many people messaging me on Facebook right now. It's like, oh my god, are you okay? Make one joke about having a fucking heart attack, and everyone's like, oh my god, you alright? Oh man, don't worry about your spelling, dude. If you've ever seen the spelling of Brandon or Funny Boy, trust me, your spelling don't bother me. And I know that feeling, man. Like, my phone sucks. The autocorrect on my phone is literally dumber than as a person itself. Like, I will spell things correctly, and it will autocorrect it to the wrong thing. And the wrong spelling at that, too. It's like, what are you doing? Oop. But, I'll be right back, guys. My supper is done. I'm going to go grab a supper real fast, so I'll be back in like 2 minutes. Alrighty, thank you guys so much. Sorry about that. Like I said, my supper is done. Normally I'd try not to eat while I'm streaming, but it's kind of hard not to when you've had your daughter and the Chiefs game was on and too much stuff going on for that to start supper. So anyway, what y'all been up to on this Sunday? Oh, I know I got more people than just Welder watching, which thank you, Welder, for watching and commenting, keeping chat alive. I'm interested on how everybody's day went. I know most people are like, JT, you're usually an asshole. Well, I am an asshole, but I don't mean I'm always got to be an asshole. You know, I care about my subscribers. How y'all's doing? The only thing that irritates me is stupidity. That's why I hate Brandon so much. Nope. I have a feeling the hot dog bun has been sitting next to the cinnamon for some reason. Because every time I bite into the hot dog bun, I get a cinnamon taste. Which, I mean, alright, I guess that it could always be worse. I don't know what it is, but like this server, man, the sun does not stay out very long. It's like, oh, I've been out for 2 minutes. Time to go bye-bye. And be dark for an hour. What was that? I don't know what the hell I'm doing. Okay, damn. That didn't last very long either. I wonder what it looks like from all the way over here. Did you get rid of my skyscrapers? Do I have any? Oh, okay, I do have a few ammo. Okay, so I suppose I can't have dolphins in there, I guess. I really need to start working on this building. So here's the view of the football stadium from up here. I don't know, I think it kind of looks pretty cool. What do you guys think? Come on, I want to hear who all's watching. It's just for y'all people watching. I gotta let me know who it is. Don't be shy. I don't bite. Well, not right now, I don't. Clear the snow out of here so my field can be opened up. Uh-oh! Wasn't supposed to do that. Yep. I was doing my retarded seal clap. We're supposed to do that, motherfucker. I wish there was a way I could light up the field without, like, being 15,000 torches and shit. You know what I mean? Alrighty. Ooh, excuse me. Sound like my damn daughter for a minute. Dude, my daughter's 7 years old and she rips farts and burps louder than most guys I've ever met. Come on. Oh, that could be why I was like completely off. Oh, damn. Hey. No. Beep, beep. Boop, 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 boop. Uh-oh. Boop, 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 boop. So what all teams do y'all guys cheer for in football? If you watch football. That's not where I wanted you. And is your team still in the playoffs? I'm telling y'all right now, obviously I want the Chiefs to win the Super Bowl. But if they cannot go to the Super Bowl or win the Super Bowl this year, I would love to see Drew Brees get one more ring before he retires at the end of this season. If anybody deserves another fucking ring, it is 100% Drew Brees. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm a Patrick Mahomes fan. Always have been, always will be. That's my dude. But if you want to talk about the GOAT of quarterbacks, it's Drew Brees. And I know people are like, but JT's only got one Super Bowl. Yeah. But you look at the statistics and the stuff that man has done with literally absolutely nobody. And when I say that, I've even asked New Orleans Saints fans, name somebody who's a wide receiver whose name is not Michael Thomas, or a player who catches the ball whose name is not Michael Thomas, Alvin, Mark Ingram, or Jimmy Graham. Look, that one guy, that guy, that one guy is like, exactly, you can't name nobody. And think about that. You can't name nobody except those players, and most of those players weren't until here recently, like within the last 6-7 years, besides Jimmy Graham. And you look at all the years that he's thrown for 5,000 plus yards a season, and damn near close to 50 touchdowns every season. And he's won a Super Bowl. Now, mind you, when he won that Super Bowl, he still didn't really have a whole lot of people on that team. His defense was pretty stacked up. That was about it. So, yeah, you look at the accomplishments that Drew Brees has done. That man deserves to be called the GOAT right now. He really does. I'd take him over Tom Brady any day of the week. And I know people are like, but Tom Brady's got 7 Super Bowls. No. the Patriots have 7 Super Bowls. Tom Brady really hasn't won them much. 3 of them were won, well, of course, by cheating. But 3 of them was also won from a field goal kicker. One game they won was because of bad coaching from the other team, which I still to this day think was paid. I'm sorry. If I'm in Pete Carroll's position and I have a running back like Marshawn Lynch, who you know for 100% will guarantee make it into that end zone, why not run the ball into the end zone on the 1 yard line? Instead, you threw it knowing damn well that it's hard to do that because it's so crowded. I'm sorry. Until you prove me otherwise, that game was paid. But yes, I love Drew Brees. Drew Brees is the shit. Damn, we got a long way to go. Oh, we got a long way to go. Okay. Work our way back down, bitch. Started at the bottom, worked our way up to the top. Hey, why are you getting quiet on me? Oh, everybody left me. Well, damn. Bam! Damn! Did not want to do that. Dumb. What scares people, Welder? Ain't got nothing to be afraid of here. The only time I try to scare somebody off is when they're being a complete douchebag in here. Which you haven't. You've been pretty cool, so... Hey, man, talk away. Talk away. Don't let me drown. I was hoping to get away with it here. I guess I still kind of am. Like I said, I know this is not the most realistic stadium ever. Oh. Sometimes I do that too, man. Like, I'll be talking and just out of nowhere I kind of quit. Drown. I ain't gonna lie, man. This is actually the first time I've ever done a huge build in Minecraft, like ever. I'm not really good at stuff like this, so I tend not to do it. So this is my first attempt at doing it. I don't think it's bad. It could have been better, but. Bing, 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 bing. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Get this cleared out of the way. Let there be light. Ah, son's a bitch. Ah, damn it. I gotta fix that. Damn it! I did it again. Man, I gotta go out there and fix it. Oh, son of a... Fuck off. Ta-da! Got fixed. Now we can actually probably get rid of that one. Beep beep beep. Do 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 do. Jesus Christ. Yo, what's going on, Viper? Welcome to the stream. Alright, I gotta find. See if I can find something real fast. Hold on. Yo, what's going on, Matthew? What's up? I don't want to talk about Viper. After watching my heart attack of a game. Ba-da-ba-ba. Ah, screw it. Ugh. That is not how you spell that. Oh, my shoulder's killing me. Sorry, guys. Boom, bing, 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 bing. I don't want to talk about that game, Viper. Nope. I'm still trying to get over my heart attack. Brighten that up a little bit. Yep. We're going to clear this area out of the way. Get this all out of the way. Be-dee-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Oh yeah. I forget. That's not what I wanted. Let's go, yo-yo. Alrighty. Alright guys, I think that's going to do for the stream. Just going on a little over 2 hours. I'm tired. I'm worn out. I've had a long weekend with my daughter. And of course that game did not help any, even though we won. That's right, Chiefs Kingdom, baby. But thank you all for stopping by. Thank you, Viper, for stopping by. Thank you, Matthew Harrison, for stopping by. Thank you, Welder, for stopping by. Thank you, Shannon, for stopping by. Thank you for everybody else who stopped by, who wouldn't say hi or anything like that. I don't know why. Thank you all so much for stopping by. I hope you enjoy the stream. If you like what you're seeing, make sure you hit the like button. If you want to see more, hit the subscribe button. If you want to know anytime I post a video or go live with the live stream, make sure the bell symbol next to my subscribe button. That'll notify when I do either one. As well as going to my Facebook page, Outcast Posse's Facebook page, which links to those in the description below, as well as everybody's YouTube channel, everybody's Twitch channel. So make sure you check everybody else out. They're always posting badass shit. But until next time, guys,